Hi folks, Dino Bob here, back in Challenger Park. And today we're going to look at a new expansion to the park, which is the tropical forest area. And its first inhabitant, the Juxia, a tropical sort of rhino horse animal. So we're starting near the wetlands area here. The entrance of it, you can see the wood decking there in the lower corner. And moving through a trail that's going to take us to the new area of the park. This trail has been operating as basically just a path up until now. You see huge crowds as we approach the tropical forest area. And that occurred because at this stage in the build, somehow none of my other habitats were attracting guests, and they all came here. So the entire crowd is here to see the new exhibit. It is a phenomenon that sometimes happens in zoos with new animals, things like pandas, but I don't think Juxia is that kind of animal. But it's happening anyway. So you can see the volcano in the background. We got animals moving out there, and there we go. The habitat is pretty heavily vegetated. These guys seem to like a lot of that. You can see them moving through the fence there. These ropes don't seem to impede our guests at all in terms of them looking at things, and they're making their donations. We're going to expand further in that direction. We're going to spin around, and this is where the guests can turn around if they want to go right back. And go up, take a look at the habitat as a whole. And it's fairly extensive. It's like 5,000 square meters for these animals. So they like a lot of space. And that seems to be the direction habitat sizes are going now that we have gotten to animals of this size. There is a shelter in the back along with the tropical theme. Very simple. The animals are expected to hang out in there. They don't have a large area under cover for them. This is their kind of weather. There is another viewpoint on the other side, which is accessed from the wetlands area. And again, we can see the animals through the fence. This is some of the best viewing of the animals. They're actually not out in the heavy vegetation in the habitat right now. So one of the things that I'm pleased with is that shelter. I'm going to spin over to it. It follows the curve of the fence, and the thatch seems to be just about the perfect roof to do that sort of thing. Anyway, another aerial view from this side give you a sense of where the habitat sits in the park. So zoom in, and it's animal time. Like I say, these guys like their vegetation, and they can be obscure to see sometimes as they hide in the bushes. Taking the videos of these things often consisted of screens of just vegetation as the camera moved to look at the animal, but of course too much vegetation was in the way. Animation-wise, these animals still are not terribly active. They do the Flehmen response. We just saw that there. That seems to be an incidental animation. Here it is again. That they will do sensing their environment as they move through it. So the park has been ticking along. I don't seem to be getting some of the bugs that a lot of other people are reporting. Trying to build up my cast. The animal bug where it's trying to make a decision about how to line up to do something is still happening. And in this case, it was lining up to get a drink. So in the future, which is to say in the next few Challenger Park episodes, we'll be swapping back and forth between the arid area and the tropical forest as we add animals trying to get up to our next star. Hope you enjoyed this episode. Subscribe if you haven't. Give it a like, make a comment. I'd appreciate that. We'll be back with another video next week, presumably another Challenger Park one. And hope you've been enjoying what you do get to see. This one's pretty animal heavy. They were photogenic this time around. Anyway, a little goodbye there. And goodbye from me too. You can be kind to each other out there and take care.